Now, September 2022 onwards, something came in life of all of us, which has changed our life to the greater extent. Okay, introduction of Chat GPT on the internet, September 2020 onwards. When many people came one by one. Okay, what we need to remember, there are different types of artificial intelligence. Okay, but remember, HI is more or greater than AI. Okay, HI is what we have discussed in the morning. Okay, so first is narrow AI, for example, chatbots, voice assistant, etc. You see on the website of many university chatbots are driven for admission, for fees payment, and so on. Second is general AI, which tries to perform the work like a human. The third one is super AI, but it is more of a theoretical things. Like query interviews and query leaves, the free version is available, and I'm quite sure most of you, irrespective of any faculty, you will be using this as a Google, which is a search engine. Yes or no? Every day, knowingly or unknowingly, you are using it and doing many tasks on this, and you are thinking that okay, you are doing good things. Okay, but what are the pros and cons? We'll see in the subsequently. So free version is available, plus version is available, pro is available, and team version is available. Individually, if you go for anywhere, okay, this looks big. Okay, but if you purchase in a team anything, okay, it becomes very cost effective. For example, okay, you want to purchase ChatGPT paid version. So it is 2000 rupees per month. Okay, it looks big as an individual, just for an example. But if you 10 people are purchasing it together, okay, only on one PC you'll be able to use. But if your 10 people are working at one place and if you are purchasing it, the cost will also go down and your productivity will also increase at a minimal cost. Okay. Now this has changed our teaching. Once the Chat GPT came, okay, your lesson planning is very easy, your resource creation is very easy, your differentiation with the different levels of material and learning is easy, communication is easy, everything it has made easy. So in a simple term, if I want to describe the Chat GPT, okay, as well as the other AI tools like Gemini, Metaverse, we'll discuss this one by one. It is like a free of cost teaching assistant is provided to you. In a simple term, if I say free of charge, okay, the teaching assistant is provided to you. Now, if you think that if I type and search for the educational material on Chat GPT and if I teach, so it will not be up to the mark. If you can search and teach from the AI, students can also search and read. Okay, so for that, the best source is your textbooks and reference book. For the standard scientifically proven material, use this as an agent which can add value to your presentation. It is good for the students also. Many things they can also do. Only thing is, you should be good with what we call it as a prompt giving, prompt engineering. So one of the material which is provided to you, that is for the Jenny AI. Okay, you know what is Jenny? Jenny is the name of Katrina Kaif in one movie where Ranbir Kapoor was also there. Ajab Prem Ki Gajab Kahani. So now you will not forget the Jenny. Jenni AI. Jenny AI. Now, see, we are very smart people and we know the concept of curry leaves and coriander leaves. So this Jenny AI, if you go, Jenny AI is, your assistant in such a way that you just give a prompt there. I want to write it down, XYZ research paper, literature review, narratives, cooking, or whatever related to your field. Itself will generate the content. If you want, it will do paraphrasing. You want in specific format, it will do. Means everything it will do. But only 200 words per day is the capacity free of charge. Then if you want further from Jenny, then you have to pay. But if you have one task where you require to generate say 2000 words, one paper, 2 to 3000 words. So we are very smart. One day you do the work up to the 200 words only from Jenny. So by the end of 10-15 days, you will have that entire manuscript ready. Okay, so we should know how to use it efficiently. But if you want to get it done immediately, purchase it. Okay? So your prompt should be proper, and for that, some of the example of the prompt has been provided to you over here. Okay? So this you can go through it little later on. These are the purchase price of the different versions of the ChatGPT. Right now, how many of you are using Geo mobile? Just raise your hand. Geo. SIM card, sorry, I'm saying mobile. SIM card. How many of you are using Geo? Okay. So Geo is giving something free of charge right now. You know what? Gemini. Okay, with around 1 TB of free storage and the latest version also. Are you aware of it? No? If you do the recharge of 1 year, it provides the free of charge this particular, and even Airtel is giving some AI tool free, but I don't have Airtel, so I can't say that which particular tool you know. Airtel, I don't remember, I don't know. But for Geo, they are giving Gemini free for 1 year with the huge storage and the advanced version. So you don't need to purchase. If you have that SIM card, this facility is available to you ready-made. Okay, only thing you need to learn how to use it appropriately or prompt. So now you write it on the first point, ChatGPT. First point, ChatGPT, and give 2 points, free and paid version. Now you know in paid you can have individual or as a team. So based on your budget availability, you can go for it. The next, write it down, Google Gemini. Okay, it is having the good features. You can go ahead with the question and answer. You can go for the summarization. Okay, and now right now Gemini is free to you if you are having a Geo. Okay, this is also a good AI tool for your day-to-day teaching purpose. Okay, this is the second one. The third one is in WhatsApp. You have that, you know, metaverse. So even you don't need to go outside your WhatsApp. There only you can search or ask for any information, image generations, and many things you can do. So that comes under the metaverse, Meta AI, and again this you can integrate with the Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, etc. They all three are same. The owner is same and the company is same. And the good point is it is like coriander leaf right now. Okay, no paid version is available. So whatever is free, if you are interested, you use it. Okay. Write it down the third one, Meta AI. Now, the main use of AI right now in academics, you have limited roles. Okay, in clinical, you have limited roles, but in research, it is very, very helpful. And research is the need of the time we have discussed in the morning. Right now, if you met anybody, the very first thing they ask is what is your age index, what is your idle index, okay, how many publications you have, how many in the PubMed, how many in the Scopus, how many on the Web of Science, etc. So for doing any research, okay, if you have a good idea about the AI, then your output will be enhanced. And rather output, the scalability can be increased to the greater extent. Okay. If I talk about your setup, presently, nursing and physiotherapy can do a small research project collaboratively. It may not be the need of your college right now. They will not force you, but if you make that ecosystem of collaboration and doing a small project, it will be helpful to the organization, for you as an author, and so on. Second, what I can see, you have a law faculty, so they can also contribute in collaboration with law in allied healthcare sciences. Like there's some small narrative reviews, scoping reviews, some collaborative work you can do. Same is the case with the commerce. Commerce people can help you with the SPSS, Microsoft Excel, and other software for the data editing, coding, classification, and tabulation. Okay. Now, doing the research in the collaboration like this, what will be the outcome? You will be having the publication on your name. That will enhance the reputation of the college. That will help for the accreditation and the affiliation purpose. And ultimately, on the digital platforms, what we have discussed in the morning, there your strong presence will be felt. Later on, you can apply for the funding, okay, and later on, okay, you can go in establishing of specialized research group. That means research for say stroke, research for Parkinson's, and so on. One particular specialized lab you can develop, and you can become a center of excellence. So these are the further things you can do step by step. But the very first thing is you should have some number of publications on your hand. And for that, you can do a collaboration, because individually you will have very less number of publications. Okay, so if you do it in group, okay, work will be distributed, so that speed will increase. And then in one paper, she may become the first author, registrar the second, third, another author in another one, in that way. So in a short span of time, you will be having multiple publications. Okay, so collaboration is the key in any research. Now this you need to understand, use of AI will save your time. Okay, that's okay. But your outcome block will be overcome. But the major impact of the AI is the scalability. You can do so many research work in terms of publication and many more things with the help of the AI. And the fourth one is you can work in the multiple language. Okay. Previously, if you have to make the chart in Gujarati related to commerce, so whatever the faculty, it is very difficult until and unless you are not having a good knowledge of the language. Now you can make use of AI and it will be ready within the click. Okay. Article, narrative review, scoping review, systematic review, and meta-analysis. This work can be very well done with the help of the AI. You can definitely take the help of the AI and write it down. Okay, write it down right now. Narrative review, scoping review, systematic review, and meta-analysis. Narrative review, scoping review, systematic review, and meta-analysis. For that, you can use AI tools. Now, which tools to be used? I will tell you. Now, previously there was a concept. What was the concept? I am from Hindi medium, I am from Gujarati medium. So I cannot be very good at writing. There are four components you may be aware: speaking, reading, writing, and listening. These are the four components for the language evaluation. So one of the concepts which is existing in the mind of especially people from Gujarat and other areas, that I am from Gujarati medium, I am from Hindi medium. So technically I am sound, but when it comes to the representation of the work what I have done, okay, I lack the language command. So this block can be very well overcome with the help of one of the two. Perhaps most of you may be using it also, what we call it as Grammarly. So again, it is a free tool and you can go ahead with the paid version as well. Okay, so write it down. Grammarly, for the grammar related work, free tool, free as well as paid version. Grammarly for grammar related work, free version and paid version. Now, sometimes in research, okay, what you need to do is the paraphrasing. Just suppose I want to tell that Ashok was a great king. Ashok was a great king. It is written in one book, and that you want to take it in your dissertation, thesis, project work, or research paper. So if you take the same one, it will go under the plagiarism. Okay. So what you need to do, you need to paraphrase it. So what was the original statement? Ashok was a great king. So you have to write it down the same thing without changing its meaning. So you will write it down something like this. There was a great king by name Ashok. Okay, and you are giving credit to the person who have written the original sentence also. So you can avoid the plagiarism. Okay, so for that, okay, you need to do something what we call it as paraphrasing. So write it down, paraphrasing tool named Quillbot. Paraphrasing tool named Quillbot. Again, the free version is available, but it has got a word limit. You can go for the paid version if required. Okay, done. Just make a note, AI for presentation generation. Presentation generation. And morning we have seen the very first one, presentation generation. There also you can add of AI. Of AI. Now, when you have written ChatGPT, Gemini, and Metaverse, there you write it on the fourth one, Microsoft Copilot. Microsoft Copilot. Just now you have written in the beginning ChatGPT, Gemini, Meta AI. Then you write it on the fourth one, what we call it as Microsoft Copilot. It is also a free AI tool given by Microsoft. Okay. Now try to understand which are the research tools available for all of you for academic, scientific, and research related writing. The very first one is your paper for the academic writing and editing. So I think this entire slide you can write it down. The first one is paper for academic writing and editing. Grammarly you have already written. The third one, Elicit, that is for literature review. The fourth one, Consensus for information synthesis. Means after collecting the information, how to do the synthesis of that information. For that you can use this AI tool. And for AI, just now you have written, it converts your paper to the presentation, and Microsoft Copilot. It's like the routine AI, your ChatGPT, Gemini, Meta, and Copilot. See, remember, while you are using such platform for getting any information, okay, you should understand the basic concept of computer what we have studied in our school time. It is a machine, it does not think. This AI is giving you the material or the information which is available on the net. So garbage in, garbage out, that concept we have studied in computer. Okay, the similar thing over here, if you give inappropriate prompt, then it will give you inappropriate answer. Okay, and we are using it like Google. So don't use it like Google. Try to learn how to use these AI tools properly with the help of giving appropriate prompt. It changes your entire outcomes if you are good with giving a proper prompt. So if you type that, you are my research assistant. You are my research assistant. I want to do research on this title. Okay, you give me some suggestions. So then your output will be different. And if you just type, this is my topic, you give me the suggestion, it will be totally different. Here you have given that you are my research assistant. That means you have given some designation specific work to the AI. So it will give the outcome based on that particular prompt. Are you getting my point? Okay, good. So now, today's presentation, we are going to see this plagiarism checking related tools. Second is AI tools. The next one is your advanced research tools. The fourth one, citation related tools. We go further, then we have something called as paraphrase or article rewriter tool, grammar checking tool, statistical analysis tool, formatting tool, and scientific images related tools. I will tell you what and where to write it down. Okay? Right now, if you are well aware, okay, in the academic entire fraternity, three things are very popular. Okay, the first one is your patent. You must have publications, patent, copyright, etc. Second, PubMed, that means your scientific research present publication in PubMed or Science Direct or Scopus or Web of Science. And the next one is PhD. Okay, you need to have this particular degree. Right now, everyone is focusing on this. Three P's are very popular: patent, PubMed, and PhD. So if you are lacking in any of this aspect, okay, slowly try to work on it. If you have not enrolled for PhD, you enroll it. If you have completed, then you focus on your publication. If you have good publication, you focus on copyright, patent, etc. Okay, because everybody is in that particular frame of mind in the academic fraternity. Now, when you are writing any research paper and to make it effective, okay, what are the things is can be done with the help of the AI? You can check for the plagiarism, you can check for the grammar, and you can check for the, or you can do the paraphrasing. Okay, Ashok was a great king. There was a great king named by name Ashok. Now, just give the title Plagiarism Checking Tools. Plagiarism Checking Tools. Write it down the title. Okay, done. Now write it down this website name www.checkplagiarism.com. www.checkplagiarism.com. Now what I do is during my free time, I explore what are the new things going on in the field of research and academics, and then I try to experience it. And out of that, what new I get it, okay, that I teach, and for that I will go with 4T. What are the 4Ts? Tell, teach, train, and then transform. So here, if you go with the checkplagiarism.com, okay, most of the tools what we are discussing is free, but it has got a limit. Okay, so within a limit you can use it, and that is I think enough for all of us to use in the academics. So if you go with such particular website, okay, you have to do the login. Now my suggestion to all of you, before you use ChatGPT, Gemini, Grammarly, or any of the AI free available tool, don't use your personal email ID. I have my personal email ID, darpanshah@hotmail.com. So I should not use that ID. I have my institutional ID, darpan.shah@youtube.ac.in. So I should not use that also. What I should do is I should create another ID. And with that ID, you use such tools. The reason is, if you are using it from your personal mail ID, you will receive many alerts. So you will be disturbed. Second, in personal email ID, just suppose Gmail, you have only 15 GB of storage. So whatever the number of mail which comes extra to you, it fills up that remaining space. Okay. And second thing, for security concern also, if you use another email ID, by chance if you forget to log out or something, there won't be any issue to you. Another thing, some of the AI platform, it stores your data. It stores your data. So better if you make some ID and use it exclusively for the AI purpose. I think that is better because it's free and easy to get it done rather than using your own personal mail ID. So again, this is a very commonly used. I will not go in the technical details, otherwise it will take a long time. Write it down the second one, www.duplichecker.com. www.duplichecker.com. So name itself is suggesting if anything is in the duplication, it will check. Okay. Again, free version, free tools is available, and even the paid version is available. Okay, multiple file formats you can upload. Actually, whatever the content you are uploading over here in the Microsoft Word format or whatever the format, you can upload it and results you will get it immediately and you will get the accurate results. Okay, these are the benefits which is given over here for this particular website. Now, this is very, very important. You write it down. You must know this particular website and tool, how to use it. www.smallseotools.com. smallseotools.com. You may be knowing one story when we were a kid. Okay, एक भक्त था, उसने बहुत भक्ति की और एक भगवान को प्रसन्न हो गए. भगवान नीचे आए, बोला तुम्हें क्या चाहिए? तो he told that कि मैं अपनी खुद की आंख से मेरे बच्चों के बच्चों को अपनी और अपने फैमिली की अच्छी हेल्थ में सेकंड फ्लोर मेरे बंगलों पे सोने के झूले पे झूलता हुआ देखूं. Means he asked for his son, he asked for his next to next generation, मतलब age भी मिल गई. He asked for the health of all his nearby people. He asked for wealth that in my bungalow second floor and on a golden jula. So everything he asked in one line. The smart hello. So similarly is this tool. This tool gives so many things that we cannot, afford to not to use this tool. This is my very favorite tool. It does plagiarism check, article rewrite, free grammar check, word counter, spelling check, paraphrasing, okay, uppercase to lowercase, image to text converter, JPG to word, text to speech, text to image, translate English to any language. बस इससे ज़्यादा क्या चाहिए? Everything is done free of charge. Excellent tool. Okay, smallseotools.com. Okay. Even it gives you an idea about keyword suggestions and optimization tools. Now, why you need keywords? Just suppose you are writing one paper in law and you want to restrict to one particular domain of the law. So you need to search for the keywords for that particular topic. So you can search it from Google KeywordsPlanner.com. Or else you can search from the PubMed MASH guidelines. That is for physiotherapy and nursing it will go, and for science also it will go. But for law I don't know. So you have to use such tools which will give you the accurate keywords. And then, as I said, garbage in, garbage out. In the same way, if you give the accurate keywords, your output will come very accurately. Okay. So even the keyword suggestion and for optimization, you can go ahead with the smallseotools.com. Write it down the fourth one, plagiarismdetector.net. plagiarismdetector.net. Again, it is having a free version as well as the paid version, and it will check for your plagiarism. And this all I have personally used, and then I have included over here. Write it down the next one, turn it in. There are two meanings for the pronunciation of this. Don't say pronunciation, it is pronunciation. Don't say content, it is called content. Okay, so your pronunciation should be proper. For that, what you can do is you just go to the Google, type any particular word, and if you search, the first option will come is how to pronunciate any particular word. So if you click on that, it will give you the proper pronunciation, so that you have to use it for your speaking capability to improve. Okay, that you can use it. So some people call it as turn it in, and some people they call it as turn it in. You got the point? Turn it in. Okay. www.urkund.com. www.urkund.com. Next, write it down. Authenticate.com. Authenticate.com. If some of you are from the Maharashtra or having some connections, you must be aware that they are using this Authenticate very commonly. And most of the universities for plagiarism checking, they use Turnitin or Urkund. And nowadays, one more software in the form of the website it is available, that is Quillbait. Many people they have started using that also. Okay, so it depends on where you are doing PhD or which college or university you are working. You have to use that particular software for the plagiarism. Okay. The beauty of this particular website is it has good backup content from such publishers, so it will detect the plagiarism very quickly. Okay. Let it on the next one. www.copyleaks.com. www.copyleaks.com. I'm giving most of the things ready-made to you. Now it is up to you how you are utilizing this tool. This particular PPT and this particular session, it would be so many months to prepare it. Okay, but it is ready-made available to you. Now it is up to you how you are efficiently using it. Okay. Write it down. www.paperrater.com. Paperrater.com. These all are which tools? Plagiarism detection related tools. Okay. In universities, most commonly used Turnitin, Urkund, Authenticate, and Quillbait. These are commonly used. Okay. One question comes very frequently that if I paste on this such three websites, okay, so it will store my information. And then next time, if it is checked on Turnitin or Authenticate, it will come as a plagiarism. So the answer is it may. It may. So when you are writing at that particular point of time only, you see to that you are following. There was a king by name Ashok, and Ashok was a great king. So when you are writing only at that time, you write it down in such a way that you need to make less use of such tools. Okay. So that there is no chances that it will come under the plagiarism. And that's why many times when you use the AI, you will feel that to efficient use of AI, we need action. Okay. Now we'll see the AI tools. Already 2 or 3 I have given you the name. The first one, ChatGPT. Okay, commonly everybody is using it. Okay, good for just suppose you want to plan a trip, you just give all details, it will give you in a good format. It's helpful for the routine administration. Okay, academic, how to use, you need to decide. Okay, academically, how much you want to use, that you have to decide. This is one Android app you can download. Okay, if you have Apple iOS system, I don't know. Yeah, Apple also it is available for iOS. If you have Macintosh, BlackBerry phone, then I don't know where to use, whether this app is available or not. But this is an Exxon chatbot, Exxon for ChatGPT. It is a good Android app. You can use it as your assistant for day-to-day work. Knitting by is also having the AI tools, so you can use that also. Okay. The knitting's AI. This already you are using it. Irreplaceable app in your mobile is your WhatsApp. You can live without anything, but not possible to live without this app. No substitute so far. Okay, so then also you can use best parties. It is free so far. This is Copilot AI tool, Microsoft 365 Copilot. You can search for the information and it will come. Okay, over here down. Gemini, you have GeoPhone, you can make an inquiry in Geo app whether you are eligible or not, and if eligible, use it. Yeah, this is my personal contribution to you. Just write it down the name of this app. As we have written 2, 3 books and many of the articles in the magazine and research paper. Okay, one of my good assistance which I have received is from this website www.wordcube.com. Very good, fantastic website. Okay, ultimate AI writing tool that rewrite, rephrase, and reverse your writing. Okay, free version is also available and paid is also available. Nowadays, speech to word, that means speech to text option is also available. So you just need to press that button and speak about your opinion, ideas, thoughts, etc. Later on, it will be converted into the words. Okay, so that also you can utilize it for your research or article writing related work. Okay, write it on the third subtitle. What was the first title? First is plagiarism checking tools. How many tools are there in the plagiarism detection? 9. Okay, what was the first one? Checkplagiarism.com. Second one, duplicata.com. Third one, smallsqs.com. Next one, plagiarismdetector.net. Next, turnitin.com. Next, gurukul.com. Next, copyauthenticate.com. Then copylinks. Then, okay. The second subtitle is your AI tools. So there comes ChatGPT, Exxon Chat, Turnitin, Meta AI, Copilot, Gemini, and WordCube.com. Now write it on the third one. Commerce faculty, they are expert in this. Okay, physio and nursing, they have little less knowledge about this mathematics related to the data and all. But we have good tools available for the same. Advanced research tools. Excel, means I'm talking about Microsoft Excel. Don't get confused with the Surf Excel. Okay, next SPSS. Now, whenever you are writing SPSS, don't forget to write it down IBM SPSS. SPSS is Statistical Package for Social Science, name of the software. But this software has been purchased by a company called IBM, one of the leading IT company, more than a decade back. So whether in your research or article you are writing, you write it down IBM SS. What you need to write it down? IBM SS. Write it down the name of this all 6 tools: Excel, SPSS, MATLAB, Python, Power BI, and Origin. And before we proceed, write it down one golden statement. UG level project work. UG level project work. PG level dissertation work. PG level dissertation work. And at PhD level, fill in the blanks. Which level will come? Thesis. Okay, so UG, mostly we go with the project work. PG we go with the dissertation work, and PhD we go with the thesis work. So use the appropriate terminology. Make sure if you are guiding a PG students, it is a dissertation for them or it is thesis for them. So mostly it will be a dissertation. UG mostly it will be a project work, and for PhD it is a thesis work. So keep this in mind. Okay, let's go further. So this is the user interface of Microsoft Excel. You are aware about it. Write it down. Editing, coding, classification, tabulation. Editing, coding, classification, tabulation, and presentation of data. 5 points to write it down. Editing, coding, classification, tabulation, and presentation of data. For this 5 purpose, you can excel with Microsoft Excel. You can excel with Microsoft Excel. Okay. Now we have studied about Microsoft Office and we are using it very commonly, Microsoft Word, PPT, and Excel. But our next generation, they are learning Ubuntu. Some of you may be aware because we have a diverse faculty. They are learning such things on Ubuntu platform. Okay. Second, SPSS. So you can see here IBM SPSS. Camera, sorry, video recording. So little whether to tell or not, but let me tell you after going little away. This is a paid software. This is a paid software. Right? But we Indians, as Sarin and Korean, we prefer to go with the free version. So what we call it as a crack version is available for SPSS. Most people they get it downloaded this from the Telegram channels. They download it and then they use it. So otherwise it costs around $100 per month, likewise. Okay, so again you can use it. And commerce people are definitely must be using it every day also. The next one is your MATLAB. Okay, Python, Power BI, Origin. Okay, this name you have written. Write it down. The next title: citation tools for automatically generating the references. Automatically generating the references. No need to write it down these 4 points. Just write it down the title. In the olden time, you must have seen it was taking many days to write it down the references in one sequence. Then if you are submitting this to one journal, they will say we want it Howard method. Another journal, they want it in Vancouver method. Another journal, they want it in APA method. So to overcome these all barriers, everything can be done with the help of just one click. Okay, and for that you have to use this tool. The first one is coriander leaf totally. Okay, Mande leaf. I think some of you will be definitely using this. I'm giving you just the name, then you can search on YouTube, Google, etc. how to use Mande leaf. So your work will be done. Okay. Let's go ahead with the second one. I have written in detail about the Mande leaf. The reason is it is free and very user friendly. You use the newly created email ID and then you use this meticulously. Okay, so you can convert from different styles, APA, Harvard, Vancouver, engineering, AMA, etc. It saves your time. Just do installation, registration, your email ID, password. Okay, and the bibliography and your references will be ready. The second tool is your EndNote. Second reference management tool is your EndNote. Okay, again, free version is also available and paid version is also available. Very user friendly for the reference citation. You can definitely think of using this particular tool for your research work. The next one is Zotero. Okay, again, free tool and easy and handy to use. Okay, nothing new in that. This is something new. Okay, ramp.works. Okay, you can try with the free trial, and very functions are given over here. You can go through this on the right side of your screen, okay, and you can utilize it for the same. Ramp.works. SciWheel. SciWheel. Again, for the reference and the citation management. I'm not explaining the pros, cons, advantage, disadvantage, and all. Okay, next title, write it on. Paraphraser or article rewriter tool. Paraphraser or article rewriter tool, which will help you to convert Ashok was a great king to there was a great king by name Ashok. Okay, so what are those tools? Okay, write it down. The first one, Quillbot Premium. What is the change here? We have not written just a Quillbot. We are writing Quillbot Premium. Name itself is suggesting you need to pay. Again, if it is must, 3-4 of you are doing PhD together, maybe from different faculty, but at the same university, purchase it. It will be helpful to you. Second, paraphraser.io. Paraphraser.io. Very simple, you paste your content here, whether you want fluency, standard, creative, smarter or shorten. These are paid, these three are free. So then it will be converted and coming into the next box. Okay, very easy. Okay, return. See the third one. This is my favorite. I use this frequently, very frequently. Speed write. You are using this speed write? No. Okay, just type over here. It gives some suggestions also, and your content will be ready on the opposite side of the box. Write it down. The next title, grammar checking tools. So one tool already we have seen. Can anybody tell me? Grammarly. Okay. What are the other tools for checking the grammar? Correct. Correct. You are correct. Generally we eat, but sometimes we use also. See, when it's a time of exam, what we tell to our students, choti बांध के, आदू खा के, पढ़ने के लिए बैठ जाओ. There is no substitute. Okay, when there is a deadline in front of you. So one of the software here is Ginger. That's why we are discussing. Okay, write it on the first one as predicted. Ginger. Grammarly. The first one is your Grammarly. Second, Ginger. Very correctly, ma'am, you have given the name. Yes, very good. Ma'am is using for her PhD. In PhD, you require software and AI apps. They act like your assistant, and it is really helpful. The third one, grammar check. Paste your content here. Give the instruction. It will be ready. It gives you the suggestion whether to accept or not, up to you. Okay, done. The fourth one, again, it is getting repeated in the last tool also and here also. Quillbot Premium you have written just before that for what? Paraphrasing and article rewriting. The same can be used for grammar check. Write it down. The seventh one, statistical analysis. Statistical analysis. Okay, now I have corrected. Are you able to perceive what's the name of the software? IBM SPSS, and you are aware that how to get it. Yes? Okay. MS Excel, editing, coding, classification, tabulation, and presentation of data. Sarva Gun Sampann. You can do it here. But if you ask me how to do it on Ubuntu, even I don't know. I have not done. But the young school students, they are using the Ubuntu. So if need requires, we will learn somewhere in future. Otherwise, अभी तो काम चल रहा है. Okay. Oh, excellent. GraphPad Prism. Very good tool. When you are free, just type this in a Google, open this user interface. Okay, if required, watch video related to this on YouTube and then implement for your practice as and when required. In all the phases of research, what are the tools required? I am giving you the names, some of the basic information, advantages and disadvantages. We are not discussing all tools in a detail because it's beyond the scope for today's discussion. Okay, but definitely you can learn it by yourself also. SAS, जो कभी बहु थी. SAS, statistical analysis software. Again, the free as well as paid version. Easy to use. Download it and use it. Okay, many softwares are having extension to the Chrome, so you can download and go for the Chrome extension. Write it down. The next one, formatting. So can anybody tell me any tool related to the formatting? Most of you have completed your PG. Some of you might have completed PhD and some of you might be doing it also. So for formatting of your research work, what are the tools that can be used? Why you are looking blank at me? You have done your PG thesis, UG thesis, PG dissertation, UG project work. I will give this pen if you answer it properly. This is virus ka pen. MS Word. Microsoft Word. This is one tool, okay? Don't worry. This is just a one tool. Many are there for this purpose, okay? The first one is MS Word. Good tool. Engineering people are using this quite commonly. Yeah, this is my favorite. You are using this, ma'am? Typeset. Why I use this? It converts your Word file into the journal format. Word file into the journal format. And read out the second one. Magically turn the text into the beautiful handbooks. Beautiful handbooks. So if you want to make small handbooks, you can make it very quickly with one just click with the help of such websites very quickly. Now the Google is giving something called as Google Notebook LLM. You write it down somewhere here and make a star and write it down. Google Notebook LLM. So you can make so many graphics, text related, infographics related material. If I talk about physiotherapy, okay, OA knee, do's, don'ts, precautions. Okay, frozen shoulder, adhesive capsulitis, do's, don'ts, precautions. Like many things, you can make it very attractive and very easily with just one click. Okay, by giving a proper prompt. Write it down. Ninth, the tools which is required for scientific images. Scientific images. See, when it comes to the professional use, we can't make the drawing like Majnu Bhai of welcome movie. Yes or no? It should be in the properly scientific way. So don't be, hesitate or afraid to use the scientific tools for making the scientific images. Okay. So the first one is your Coral Draw. All of you are aware about this Coral Draw. Only disadvantage is you have to learn how to use it, or else some BTP operator will make images for you based on this particular software. Only thing, it becomes expensive and lengthy to make the image through this. Second is Canva. Free. And most of the works can be done free. So we all love the Canva. Again, Australian base. Okay, we like the products of Australia, one of the good product in the technology. Okay, next. Microsoft PowerPoint. Now you might be thinking how Microsoft PowerPoint can generate the images. It is for the presentation of images, flowchart, videos, and graphical information. So you can insert, okay, certain symbols. Okay, you can have a different, all these sub options. If you go, you can create the image even in the Microsoft PowerPoint. So it is being commonly used with the help of different, color, text, animations, and then you can make it as a static one. If you want, you can keep it as a transition in the animation also for a slide change. So PPT can also be used for making the images. Bio render, write it down. Pharmacy people, they are using this, who are into the depth of the research. Okay, many good, scientific images can be made in just few minutes, and again it is free. The next one, same like the first one. What was the first one? Coral Draw. Similarly, you have what we call it as Photoshop. Again, big software, lengthy, requires training to learn, and it is expensive. Only DTP operators, they work very well with such software. But if you have an interest, definitely you can purchase it and you can work on it. But before we go for something extra, I would like to add one more. Adobe Express. ADOBE. Adobe, what you call Adobe actually, the correct pronunciation is Adobe Express. Very nicely you can generate the image, even video editing and many more things can be done with the help of Adobe. Okay, clear with all of you? Okay. Now, whenever we go to the market, okay, and when we would like to have something, समझ लो morning में आप जा रहे हो, I don't know in Baroda what you have, but in Surat, our first preference is to have locho. Some people, they will prefer to go with the aloo puri and khausa. I have not even tasted that khausa. Aloo puri maybe once in a lifetime, but locho even I like. Okay, then khaman we will have. Okay, but some people, they have more interest in the nearby product than the main product. खमण से ज्यादा उसको चटनी अच्छी लगती है, सेव अच्छी लगती है. Likewise, so we have completed our main recipe or the main dish of the day, because it is Master Chef season right now. I know you are watching in the night. Okay, so let's have something extra also, which is important but cannot be kept under the AI. So I felt that I should share. Okay, write it on the first one, MESH, MESH, medical subject headings 2. So in morning I have told you how to search for the keywords for your narrative reviews, cooking review, systematic review, etc. So 2 points I have given you. One is searching the keywords for the research through PubMed MESH guidelines. Remember, madam, PubMed MESH guidelines. Physio and nursing, it is very much required. And what is the second tool? Google KeywordsPlanner.com. Google KeywordsPlanner.com. When you will start your YouTube channel, you can use what are the trending SEO related words, search engine optimization related words, so that you can search from Google Keywords Planner.com. That is second in my list. Google Keywords Planner.com. गरीबों का मसीहा. I hope you can correlate with what I am saying. Okay. गरीबों का मसीहा. Okay, I won't say much about it. We are online. Okay, done. Excellent website. If you are a PhD scholar, if you are a PG student, or if you are guiding the PG student or the PhD scholars, my personal recommendation is to just go once to this particular website, moreyeditions.com. It will reduce your work to the greater extent. Done? Okay, this is also very good. Write it down, the second one, not the red one, blue one. www.explorable.com. 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 Write it down. www.statistics.com. Now this particular website is having all calculators. Okay, so many calculations you can do, like you can check for your mean, median, standard deviation, and many of the tests you can do it with the help of this website. And you must go through this website. It reduces your work to the greater extent. Okay. This is the user interface, and different options are given over here in the sub tab. You just select which one you want, and your analysis is done within a click. Now this all tools you can use it once you learn for your guiding your students as well, and you can use it for your dissertation or thesis also. And here this particular tool is having your descriptive statistic analysis also, mean, median, okay, variance, standard deviation, skewness, etc. Write it down. The next one, www.datatab.net. www.datatab.net. Okay, see, insert the data, select the area, select the variables, and your results are ready. This is the user interface. It can calculate many things, chi-square, ANOVA, okay, many tools it can be used. Yeah, this we have seen previously, if you remember. Speedwrite.com. See, again it is coming, even in extra. Okay. Yeah, this is very good. www.prisma/statement.org. If you are writing any narrative review, scooping review, systematic review, so you need to make one flow chart. So for that you have a Prisma statement ready-made available. So for your study you just have to replace the words which is written in that format. You don't need to make the format. Ready-made format is provided on this website like this. This is available. You just need to change here the numbers. Okay, rest everything is ready with you. And this we have, I think, written on morning, research and academic profile. So Google Scholar, Vidwan, ResearchGate, and OrcID. One more you can work upon is your slide share or your digital presence. Okay, slide share. I have one of my PPT I have uploaded somewhere around 2014 or 15. That PPT has been watched by 65,000 plus people and downloaded. I don't remember the number, but so many people have downloaded as well. That means how much is the reach of this particular content which is available on the net. Okay. So this is the user interface of Vidwan. This is managed by the government, central government, and all university appointed staffs, they need to have such profile. They ask for the data. Even if you search on my name, my college profile, my photo designation, and one blue line is given, that is URL. Okay, that is for the Vidwan profile. Okay. ResearchGate is free. You whatever the publication you have, one or two, also no problem. But you create or generate the profile on your name. This is the platform through which you can connect with the researchers in your field who may be in some other part of the world. Okay. Org ID again free of charge. You can create nowadays for all almost all PhD scholars. They ask for their org ID. Okay, or sit ID. Slide share we have discussed. Again, this is my observation that LinkedIn has become little more as a professional platform rather than giving or taking the job. So personally, I use very less of a social media like Facebook, Instagram, and all on a rare case occasion for uploading anything or scrolling or something like that. But I am very regularly using the LinkedIn, X, that means Twitter, and the third one, SlideShare. And of course, it is reinforced to the lesser extent by our institutional website, YouTube, and so on. Okay. Yeah, this particular website, I use it very commonly. You write it down. Photocollage.com. The name itself is suggesting it is merging or combining all the photographs. Okay, now why to use this one? The reason is very simple. With this particular tab, you can upload 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever the image you want it to get it collage. Then there is an option called auto collage. So it will reflect its own collage ready with. Now, if you don't want that, then you have other templates available in a circle, in the triangle, in the rectangle, and other form. So it will be ready. Once it is ready, you go here, the first option, the collage one. It will ask for save this image as normal image, high definition image, and so on. So you click on that and your image is stored. Are you getting my point? Then later on you use it for whatever the purpose you want to use. Okay, so very good website for the photo collage, free. That's why I have included. Another one, photo editor, free and online. The name is Pixlr. And the previous website does not give any watermark. Watermark, you know, na? Previous website, photo collage, it does not give any watermark. Okay, so it looks like you have done it properly. There is no name of any website or a tool. So Pixlr you have written. Okay. Next one, Photor, F-O-T-O-R. You use this with the new email ID which you are creating. Okay. So if they sends any purchase related mail, forwarded what we call marketing emails and all, it will not disturb your day-to-day academic work. For that purpose I'm telling you. Now video editing also we have to do as an academician. So there you can use something Australian, free, and our favorite, that is Canva. In every college, not the faculty, every college, there will be some staff, 2 or 3, they are very good with the use of Canva. So I'm quite sure out of all of you, 5 to 10 people are very, very used to Canva. The second one is your Capwing, online video editor. It gives watermark if you use the free version, but it's been commonly used, Capwing. Anyone has used this? How you edit your videos? I don't know which software you people are using. Huh? Premiere Pro. Okay. Anything else? Any other software? Huh? VN. Okay. Flex Clip. Flex Clip. Again, a good video editor software. Okay, video editing software. 123 apps. Okay, 123 apps. And to conclude this, one thing we need to accept, okay, that we are not trained to teach online. Before COVID, have you taught anybody online? No, we have not been trained how to teach online. But once it is mandatory during the time of COVID and post-COVID, what we have seen, it is important for all of us to learn about the online tools and go with the new trends or the new adaptation curve. If we are going, we'll be able to survive. Otherwise, we will be outdated one. So we were not trained to teach online, but we need to learn, and not only learn, we need to master the art of learning and teaching online in the present scenario. It is unavoidable. It is must that we need to have an idea about the online stuff. Now, let us see some of the educational apps for the teachers or for the academician. So write it down. The first one, that is teaching tools. Google Classroom, you might be using it this for giving the assignment, tracking how much work students have done. Okay, so once students submit, you can check online. Okay, Google Classroom. Second, Edmodo. Third one is Unacademy. And the fourth one is your Educator app. Educator app. These are for the online teaching tools for the teachers, for the academicians. Okay, done. This is Google Classroom interface. This is Edmodo. This is Unacademy. This is Educator. Now, online teaching tools, in that, write it down the second, video chat. First is Skype, which is now almost outdated because of WhatsApp video call. Okay, but still it is used. Second, Google Meet, WhatsApp video call, Zoom, Cisco WebEx, and free conference call. These are the platform through which you can arrange for the online meeting. So why you need to know more than one? If you have just 4 or 5 people, you can go with the WhatsApp video call. No need to generate any link in Google Meet or conference, Cisco WebEx or conference call. If you have more people, go with the Google Meet. If you have limited time and more people, okay, you go with the Zoom and so on. Arranging the online meeting, documenting it in a proper way, it is also one of the art we should know as a academician. Okay, done. Let's see the user interface of all of them. Skype, Google Meet, WhatsApp, okay, Cisco, and the conference call. Okay, now let's see the other part. Virtual whiteboard. While teaching online, you want to show some whiteboard. The initial teaching methodology was on blackboard. Then we came to the green board, and now we have whiteboard with the marker pen. Okay, so similar whiteboard you want while online teaching. So what are the platforms that you can use? The first one is eTrue, second is Bayboard, the third one is Groupboard, and the fourth one is your Skipler. Okay. These are the 4 platforms which allows you for the whiteboard. Okay, done. These are the user interface. Now this you need to write it down. Online teaching softwares www.wysic.com, www.wysic.com. The second one is homeworkexpert.com. The third one, tutorcruncher.com. And the fourth one, teachworks.com. The fourth one is teachworks.com. Okay, done. Okay, now let's see the user interface quickly. So this is user interface of PHYSIC, homework expert, tutor cruncher, teachworks. These are the advantages and disadvantages. Write it down this. How to conduct online MCQ test. How to conduct online MCQ test. The first one is Google Forms. Easy. Records will be coming to you immediately. You can segregate, bifurcate. Very, very easy, user friendly. Next one, classmarker.com. Very good website. You can use it for your MCQ test. The next one, Moodle Android application. Engineering people are using it very commonly. I don't know about the other faculty who is present over here. Moodle Android application. These all are for conducting the online MCQ test. Class marker. Okay. Now this you write it down. Online learning toolbox. Online learning toolbox. There are 5 online learning toolbox. The first one is Khan Academy. Don't think about Khan sir, who is famous now. That Khan is different. This academy is developed by Salman Khan. You must be thinking about the Salman Khan who is 60 or 60 plus years old, who is in the senior citizen age group, near to the age of your parent. So you can call him Kaka or Dada. No, another Salman Khan, charitable organization. They make only educational video, very old channel they have, and all the leading professors are giving their videos to that particular channel, and they have done incredible work. Okay, they have done incredible work. So you go through the Khan Academy YouTube channel, not the Khan sir who is teaching right now. Another one is TED Talks. Ideas that's worth discussing or ideas worth to know. So the leading people, they are invited for the TED Talk. Don't get confused with some of the private universities who are arranging for the independent TED events. Okay, this is about the exclusive TED Talks. Okay. The third one is YouTube. Also, you don't use it much for the entertainment. You use it for the education purpose. So YouTube itself is having one YouTube channel by name YouTube EDU. And there they upload the different videos. Which banana is good? This plain one or with the black dot? Like that, I'm just giving an example. Many videos such you will find it from this YouTube EDU. The next one, @ Google Talks. So all the famous celebrities who are successful in their field, science, politics, sports, okay, movie, whatever. So they have given some motivational talks or informative talks. Okay, so that is available on the Google Talks. And another thing is Google app. So related to your field, whatever the Android, iOS or Macintosh app is available, you find out and you use it for your day-to-day practice. Like in physiotherapy, we have app for this 3D anatomy. So with that, you can do patient education very good. This is your biceps muscle, this is your triceps muscle, and so on. Then we have physiotherapy exercise related free app. So you can just tick in that particular app. So you can design the home exercise program. You can send on WhatsApp, email, or as a text message to the patient. So likewise in your field also there may be many good, Google free Android apps that you can use it for improving your productivity, starting from teaching to consultancy. Okay. This is the Khan Academy for the learners, teachers, parents. You can join that particular section. TED Talks, YouTube, EDU. See the banana example which I have given you. Fahrenheit and Celsius. Google Talks and Google Apps. Okay, we'll end with just few statements. Technology is just a tool. In terms of getting your kids or the students working together and motivating them, the teacher is most important. So whatever the new things will come, okay, one thing keep it in mind that we are irreplaceable. We are irreplaceable. So don't think that it will affect our future in the field of academics. Of course, we have to go with the adaptation curve and we have to use it to improve our productivity. But they cannot replace the HI, okay, which is required. So in the summary, there is nothing permanent, but what is permanent is change. And whenever you try for any change, what three things will come? The first one is rejection. Second, accepting the criticism. And the third one is appreciation. So nothing is permanent but the change. And the change must come from within. The change must come from within. Open for new ideas. One of our methods for teaching. You should be open for new ideas. So with that, thank you everyone. Thank you Dr. Chris. Skills. How to update your professional skills. The first one is just remember one thing, okay? If you don't learn something new in a day, that particular day is wasted. Try to learn whatever something new every day. That will keep all your structural and functional unit active. Okay. Second, it's never too late to update your career prospects. Some people they feel that I have missed the bus. Father now, I'm mother now, I'm aged now. Don't worry. The day you feel that I want to update, you start taking the small steps. Okay. And how to update? Write it down this. Reading professional books in whatever the faculty you belong. A good professional book. Second, attending professional training program like what you have attended today. Third, developing professional circle. That means like-minded people who wants to improve, update, and upgrade. The next one, sharing the knowledge. What I am doing it right now. That is also a way of improving your professional skills. Whatever I know, I am going to teach you. I am not keeping anything hidden from you. The fifth one is practice. Whatever you have learned, whatever you want to teach, do a proper practice for this. You won't believe like a small kid, we practice for such professional program. For once, okay, every day some specific slots I work for presenting this in front of the leader and so many things we do. Then we are in a position to deliver this. Okay. Becoming a mentor or finding a mentee. You give guidance to someone what you know, or you take the guidance someone you think that you can learn from them. Okay, mentor and mentee. The next one, subscription of journals and magazines. So this you can contact the librarian. You need to spend right now. Whichever is free, you just click on that email alerts. So whatever comes, it will come to your mailbox. Next one, visiting knowledge portals. Different platforms from where you will get the information what's been going on in your profession. Next, subscription of update emails. If you go to any platform, there is always an option called email alerts. So you click on that. So if something new comes in your way, you don't need to search, automatically it will come to your mailbox. And the 10th one, which is my favorite, is taking the knowledge vacation. Have some small amount of budget for your own professional improvement. Okay, it helps a lot. Today you might have seen many of my PPTs, animations were very good, and still I have many things. We have just completed the two, session of the workshop. But we have covered almost everything, but many things to be covered that can be done maybe some other time. But I have used something called as bundle. Forget the name. PPTbundle.com or something like that. So it has given me around 10,000 plus animations, PPT templates, etc. So I spend lots of money on such things. Whatever comes to education, you can spend it. It is worthful. Starting from slide changer, I have brought even my power mic also. This is yours, but I have my own. I have brought HDMI cable, laptop, everything. So what I am trying to tell you, okay, don't calculate the money, just spend once. You will get the results sooner and later. Okay, so don't think that much. Okay, whichever is possible, you do it. Okay. So with this note, okay, thank you everyone. I conclude the session for today, and I am open for the question and answer. Okay, thank you.
We'll have an interactive session, and for that, I would like to invite questions from the audience, which will be answered by the sir. Anyone?
So here is one learning. Keep this in your mind. Okay? Asking a question is a way of developing your intelligence. Asking a question is one of the way to improve your intelligence. And there is one old saying which you might have listened in most of the workshop that if you are not asking the question, that means only two probabilities, which we are listening from very beginning from our college days. You have learned everything, or else you have done nothing. Now you decide you belong to which group. Before that, you are encouraged, you are asked to have any questions, you can definitely feel free to ask. Yes, sir.
Main topic at all.
Hmm.
Your topic it is research pedagogy.
Hmm.
When you define this pedagogy, can you explain something about pedagogy? What is?
Yes, correct. Pedagogy means what? The methods of teaching. How you are teaching it to your student. Pedagogy, the terminology meaning it's the way of teaching. So that is inclusive of your teaching methods, your teaching aids. Teaching aids that includes your blackboard, greenboard, whiteboard, overhead projectors, smart boards, etc., etc. And the method of delivering the lectures. So it is divided into three parts. One is your preparatory part, second is your presentation part, and third is review part. Okay. So for any particular presentation, any particular lecture, even you are preparing a lot, maybe making a PPT, making a notes, etc. So that comes under the preparatory part. There you can prepare it in many ways. Making a notes on a paper, developing the skill to draw the images, okay, making the PPT, OHP projectors in the olden time, that all comes under the preparatory part. Then comes your presentation part. So in the presentation part, how many different methods you are inculcating for effective delivery of your lecture or the class which you are learning. So if it is a more of a mathematics related subject you are teaching, I don't know which faculty you are belonging, sir. So in that case, doing the practical things will be more effective. You will never listen that and you read maths. It is more of a practice phase. Are you getting my point? So it depends from faculty to faculty, but the ideal rule is to include at least 2 to 3 teaching methods for taking one particular session. It can be lecture combined with simulation, lecture combined with the role play, lecture combined with your problem-based learning, and so on. And the next part is your feedback part, which I do it at the end of every semester. If you have watched the video carefully teaching method, there is one statement which I have given that your experience should be reflected in your work and not the number of years of experience what you are having. So why I have included that for making it little understandable for all of you. At the end of particular semester or year, without your college is asking or not, but you make it a habit of develop one Google form or else one paper where you are asking for the feedback of your teaching of the student. That is inclusive of whether I had came on time and I have taken the lecture till time or not, whether I have addressed your queries or not, okay, whether the PPT just suppose you are using, so it was up to the mark or not, okay, whether I have addressed the basics or not, whether I have touched the recent advances or not, likewise. Now, if you are taking the feedback, at the end of the next semester, you will get some idea which are the domains you have to work upon if you want to improve. The similar exercise, when you do it next time, no need to make any new Google form or any new question. At the same, you can use it next year also, your candidates will change. So now you have result of the second year also, so you can compare that my teaching was like this 6 months or 1 year before. Now which domain I have improved and which domain I have tutorial. So that is for the self-provision purpose. Okay, when I was teaching you, even I have seen some of the teaching methodology related books on this second cupboard from right now. Okay, I think it is for nursing. Okay, so in those books, everything is given. Okay, but whatever the new things are coming, right, you have to update and upgrade yourself. And now it is so much competitive era everywhere. If you don't update and upgrade, you become outdated. It is a harsh fact that we have to accept. Update and upgrade, otherwise you will be outdated. Okay, in Gujarati they say na, कि હારીને વળવું એના કરતા માનીને વળવું. Means you come with that adaptation curves. Otherwise, last you will be forced to adapt. Okay, so better you slowly try learning about this all new things which is coming in field of, teaching, learning, research, AI, the professional skill. Okay, other questions?
Sir, I would like to ask you.
Yes, sure.
In this era, during publication, we are looking into the journals, UGC guided journals and like that. So there are so many journals which are like kind of duplicate journals. It is showing on online that it is UGC index journal, but it is not. So how to identify whether this journal is valid or not?
Okay. So I have a solution for such problem. This is a common problem. Duplicate journal is popularly known as iteratory journals. And for the same, in YouTube channel of mine, there is one video how to identify whether the journal is indexed or not. Commonly asked question I have already made up to date and it is available. So Scopus, Web of Science, PubMed and other few database also. Because everything comes changed on the website, you see, duplicate and original journal, it looks almost the same. And sometimes during PhD, suppose you have applied for predatory journal, it is published also. At the time of the final IQAC clearance, you will come to know that your paper is published in a clone journal or the predatory journal. So there are ways how to identify. And it is of a 5 minutes video, it is available on YouTube, my channel I have uploaded. So you can go through it. Because it is very difficult to explain so many things in a short time. And one more thing, the UGC air has been dissolved. So now no need to go for the UGC journal. If somebody is doing marketing, it is just a marketing because UGC air journal has been dissolved. So now we go with the Scopus, PubMed and most of the faculty.
Thank you. Anyone else from the audience?
Okay, if you are asking question now, it is very good. Otherwise, I am difficult to catch hold of the person. Next week, I am in Ahmedabad. Very next week, after that next week, for 3 days, I am in Bangalore. And my routine is worse than all of. Might be thinking that he is enjoying everything in the academics and all. Okay, I drive 100 kilometers car every day just to go to my work and come back. Personal driving is extra. We work a lot, so don't think that some settled. There is a myth. बोलते ना 10 के बाद उनका लाइफ सेटल, 12 के बाद सेटल, PG के बाद सेटल, PG के बाद सेटल, PhD के बाद सेटल, post doc के बाद सेटल, but it never settled. Okay? But before we end, one last point to write. Write it down, all of it. 4 aspects to work as an academician. 4 aspects to work as an academician in our day-to-day life. The first one is personal life. First is personal life. Second is professional life. Third is social life. And the fourth one is financial aspects of the life. You can write it down, financial. This is actually, one of the life lesson that we should try to balance these four aspects. If we fail in any one, it will be a misery. Okay, if we excel in one, but if we miss the other component, is of no use. Okay, so try to see towards the other aspects also, apart from the professional and academic aspects of. So with this, I would like to say thanks to all of you, especially our principal madam and Dr. Priyanka and your management for the kind invitation. All of you, thank you very much for the patience listening. I am going with the learning of how to be enthusiastic as a delegate for the entire day, which is really highly appreciable among all of you. And another thing, your backup or the support staff along with your management. Okay, thank you for your hospitality and throughout the day very proactive work to make this particular program very successful, a good one. And the outcome of my today's workshop, what we have learned, discussed, what I have today, teach, train. The transformation, what I want to see when you are coming on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, not that I remember these many things from the workshop. Okay, you should be telling me or you should ask yourself that what I will implement out of this workshop for the betterment of the student and for betterment of my learning. That will be the best outcome of this particular section. So thank you very much once again, all of you. And people just thanks from the bottom of the heart. But I am from the cardiopulmonary side, I thank from the left ventricle and SA node of. And always remember, यूं तो वक्त बहुत मिलता है जिंदगी बदलने के लिए, यूं तो वक्त बहुत मिलता है जिंदगी बदलने के लिए, जिंदगी नहीं मिलती दोबारा वक्त बदलने. And with the conclusive note, as I read this quote, this is a way to gain the attention. First point. ना गिला करता हूँ ना शिकवा करता हूँ, ना गिला करता हूँ ना शिकवा करता हूँ, बस आप सब सलामत रखे यही दुआ. But if you don't practice this and if you use this, ना गिला करता हूँ ना शिकवा करता हूँ, तुम सलामत रहो, सलामत रहो, दुआ करता हूँ. So for that, practice is very very important. So last stand up, all of you will do our activity and we call it. I am happy. I am jolly. I am cheerful. I am happy. I am jolly. I am cheerful. I am happy. I am jolly. I am cheerful. Close your eyes and take your hands up. Feel proud on yourself. Feel proud on yourself. Feel proud on yourself. These are the hands which makes the difference in teaching and community. Feel proud on yourself. Feel proud on yourself. Feel proud on yourself. These are the hands which makes the difference in teaching and community. Slowly open your eyes and take your hands down. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, I would like to request Principal of Balaji College of Physiotherapy, Dr. Parth-2 to present a certificate of excellence to our guest speaker, Dr. Sarpan Shah, sir. Now I request all the participants to come forward to get their certificates. I would like to request Min Bhavika to come forward and receive the certificate. Next, I would like to request Dr. Ramesh sir to come forward and receive your certificate. Next, I would like to request Shri Falguni ma'am to come forward and receive your certificate. Next, I would like to request Dr. Nisar Kagala to come forward and receive your certificate. Next, I would like to request Dr. Asmita ma'am to come forward and receive your certificate. I would like to request Aditi ma'am to come forward and receive your certificate. Ms. Aditi Singh. Next, Ms. Chandni Sivak, come forward and receive your certificate. Mr. O. Patel, come forward. Next, Ms. Krishna Verma, come forward. Next, Acharya Darshana, come forward. Next, Rohit Chala. Next, Ms. Krishna Patel. Next, Ms. Avantika Chauhan. Next, Lipa Hamilton. Next, Miss Angel. Next, Parma Kandita. Nitin Parma. Next, Mr. Mukul Takyar. Next, Rao Jagdish sir. Next, Parmar Harshita ma'am. Patel Jignesh sir. Miss Jaya Patel. Miss Sunita Mahala. Miss Kinjal Amin. Palak Wakila. Ritika Solanki. Parmar Shweta. Mr. Sachin Solanki. Pargi Hekal. Pargi Hekal. Miss Mansi Bhatia. Rathwa Ashabel. Patel Nirali. Mr. Dhiren Damo. Parmar Prinal Bell. Miss Prutha Patel. Katara Anjana Bell. Katara Anjana Bell. Rathwa Jayashree Bell. Bhumika Makwana. Mayuri Kotaria. Doria Gandhi. Miss Nisha Thakur. Miss Sonal T. Rathwa. Miss Akanksha Gamit. Prajapati Nirav sir. Rathwa Vaishali. Sangeeta Chatterjee ma'am. Miss Aarti Rathwa ma'am. Dr. Lalan Yadav sir. Miss Purvi Jinder. Bachchan Taran sir.
जो जो व्हाइट में पची करते क्लिक 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 करे आप ये व्हाइट में पची करते
Pandya Ashwini ma'am.
मीटिंग चल सनी चलो मारू को
Gajal Taran sir. Mrs. Stella Joyce ma'am. Rifle Kinjal ma'am. Basawa Gayat. Basawa Gayat. Next Amisha Bhavya. Ashir Vitali Bell.
અહીંથી કોઈ જાય જ નહીં.
Miss Urmi Patel. Who Khushi? Miss Ashu Solwani. Rathod Nilamban. Sonal P. Rathod. Dr. Prashu Jainman. Ms. Ranki Pratwa. Dr. Shivani Rajat. Dr. Divya Patil. Dr. Priyanka Chaudhary. It gives me great pleasure to propose the program and for today's session. First of all, I would like to express my sincere gratitude and thanks to our honorable resource person, Dr. Parth-2, for sharing your valuable knowledge, experience, and insight with us. Your session were really inspiring and helpful for our professional growth. As many of us are PhD aspirants and many of us are about PhDs. So this I am really going to help. Thank you, sir. I would also like to express sincere gratitude to respected Chairman Shri Bhargav Patel sir, President Girish Patel sir for giving this wonderful opportunity to organize and participate in such a beautiful program. I also thank Principal Rashi Chairman, Kandu sir, Leader sir, and other principal for their constant support, guidance, motivation. I will also express my heartfelt thanks to Dr. Balaji sir, campus manager. I would also like to thank all coordinators, organizing committee, and all special thanks to all faculty members who participated in this activity and make this really lively and reliable. I am also grateful to the all administrative and supporting staff for their cooperation and assistance throughout the program. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Request everyone to come forward for the group photograph.
हमारा मैडम ने इतना सा होती है तो रिफंड दो करो
બધું બહુ કરવાનું છે. બધું બહુ કરવાનું છે.
તમે આવી મૂકશો તો ક્યાંથી જઈશ
આમ છે.
यहाँ से जगह है ना
Madam,